Hello and welcome everyone. In this tutorial we're gonna see how to edit this image into this. So let's get started. So for this image we're gonna start off by adjusting the crop on it a little bit. Center the image. Then go on to the basic adjustment panel and start with the contrast. The exposure looks good, so we're going to start with the contrast. Increase up the contrast to about plus 55, somewhere around that, or maybe 61 for now. Then go on to the highlights. Increase the highlights to about plus 21. Then decrease the shadows to about negative 10. And do the same to the blacks to about negative 15. And increase the whites just a little bit, about plus 5. Decrease the contrast to plus 55 looks good. Then go on to the curves. Make 3 points and just create a slight S curve, very subtle S curve on the curves to create a depth. Then lift up the leftmost point just a little bit up to create that fade effect. And go on to the temperature and increase the temperature just about plus 2 and increase the tint to about plus 5. Then go on to the vibrance, decrease the vibrance to about negative 25. And saturation, we're gonna leave it at 0. Then go on to the mix, go on to the orange hue, increase the saturation to a plus 18 and increase the luminance of orange, maybe decrease the luminance to about negative 5 and increase the hue to about plus 2. Then go on to the yellows, decrease the hue of yellow to about plus negative 10 and saturation about plus 20, somewhere around 20, and for luminance we're gonna go with negative 15. Then go on to the red, just decrease the hue of the red to about negative 17. Increase the saturation to about plus 40. Go on to the effects. Increase the clarity just a little bit, about plus 5. Increase the dehaze to around plus 12. Drag the vignette midpoint and the feather slider to the left. Decrease the feather just a little. Do the same to the midpoint and then slightly pull the vignette back to 0 to this amount which looks good and which brings focus to our subject. Then go on to the split toning, go on to the highlights and just check for a hue that looks the best. 50 looks good. Decrease the saturation, the intensity of the hue to about plus 7. Do the same for the shadows. Go on to the hue for about 236, 237. Decrease the saturation, maybe 229 looks good, and decrease the intensity about 18. And you can change the balance by sliding the slider towards the left side, maybe negative 10, yes. Then go on to the next panel. Increase the sharpening to about plus 25 and noise reduction just a little bit to about maybe 20. You don't want to go all the way towards 100 because it will look cartoonish. You don't want to do that. Maybe plus 25 will do good. Looks good on this image. Go back to the panel and see if you need to make any further adjustments. For this image, I think it looks good. So this is the before, what we started with, and this is the after. Thank you for watching.